Time is now 5:53 on this Thursday morning, and here's what you need to know before you go. Governor Tim Walz is expected to testify in just a few hours in Washington, D.C. in front of the U.S. House Oversight Committee. Chairman James Comer is asking governors from Illinois, New York, and Minnesota to testify about their state's policies when it comes to immigration enforcement. The hearing is set for 9 a.m. today. Walz will testify and provide documents and communications related to Minnesota's sanctuary status. Earlier this year, Comer launched an investigation into sanctuary cities and states to examine their policies, limiting their cooperation with federal agencies to deport illegal aliens. 3 people, including 2 juveniles, were hurt after a crash on Wednesday. It happened just before 5 yesterday on North 4th Avenue West and West 3rd Street. According to Duluth police, a vehicle was traveling northbound on 4th Avenue when it struck another vehicle traveling westbound on West 3rd Street. The northbound vehicle flipped on its side, and the driver and 2 juveniles in the car suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The driver was cited for failing to yield. Police say there were no signs of impairment. $10 million is on the way to help replace Duluth's air traffic control tower. Duluth International Airport leaders celebrated the Minnesota legislature's approval this week. The money has included in Minnesota's transportation budget. DLH's air traffic control tower is aging and no longer meets operational and safety standards. This brings the state and federal funding already secured to $33 million, which is a little less than half of what they need for this $72 million project. The Duluth Airport Authority is still applying for the additional funding needed. Now, we have several farmers markets in our region are getting some state money to help boost their nutrition assistance programs. So that includes $10,000 for this Community Action Duluth Farmers Market, which just opened yesterday. Farmers markets in Esco and Two Harbors are also getting some funding. The money will help make healthy, locally grown food more accessible to Minnesotans.